Hello everyone, welcome to my English Effective and Efficient English channel. Today we were going to talk about how to write a problem solution essay, and it is one of the easiest essays or articles ever because it will have 3 steps. Introduction, where you have to write about the problem of the question. Number 2, the required problem. Number 2, the consequences of this problem and the side effects of it on both humans, maybe animals, and the whole planet. 3 is the solution given. And actually we do the solution in 2 body paragraphs, solution 1 body and solution 2 body, as the essay we're going to read now. One of the best ways to be taught how to write about a problem solution essay is discussing environmental issues, and one of the worst enemies we ever facing nowadays is the air pollution, or the pollution levels we are suffering from, and it poses a grave danger on the planet. So, introduction. Pollution is a significant global issue that affects the environment. I want you to notice the language here. Pollution is a significant global issue. I didn't say that it's a big problem. It's one of the biggest problem. No, I said a significant global issue that affects the environment, human health, and the well-being of all living beings or all living organisms. It arises from various sources such as industrial activities, transportation which actually releases the car fumes maybe, or the gray fumes, the smokes that creating the gray sky, and actually affect our respiratory system. So when we talk about this, yes, we talk about how it is affecting our health. Usually we talk about it in the present sense, not in the past. Okay? So transportation, improper waste disposal, the consequences of pollution are far-reaching. Like it's not available for us. It's not easy to obtain. It's hard, far-reaching, and demand immediate attention. So I don't say it requires us to work fast. I say demand immediate attention. Notice the elevation of language, please, and take notes. This essay aims to explore the problem of pollution and propose effective solution to mitigate its impact, or even to get rid of the impact on our planet, reduce its impact maybe. So this is for the introduction here, and it's only an introduction, okay? And we derive it from the question rubric, and then we write about the consequences, but not all of it. We just state that it has dire consequences over all living things or the planet, including humans and animals. Body 1, I said that the step number 2 is body 1, which is right after the introduction, tackling the problem and the consequences. Here we go. I can say, firstly, pollution poses a grave threat to our environment, leading to the degradation of ecosystem, the decline of ecosystem, and the loss of biodiversity. And we discussed this in the previous video, saying that biodiversity means that it's loss of lives of people, the loss of lives of animals, okay? So it contributes to climate change, global warming, and the depletion of the ozone layer. Depletion here means that the quality is ruined. It's not effective anymore. It's not working. Moreover, pollution has severe health implication. So, severe health issues, severe health implication or ramification, okay? All these words are equal the word consequences or negative effects. Causing respiratory diseases, cancer, and other illnesses in humans. It also affects, I can remove this and I will write one of the connectors, which is such as moreover, furthermore, to add on, additionally, and so on. It affects wildlife, leading to the extinction of numerous species. So, that's why it's stated here above the loss of biodiversity. And here it echoed again in another structure, leading to the extinction of numerous species. The root causes of pollution includes industrial emissions, vehicle exhaust, improper waste management, and deforestation, of course. So, as you know, the deforestation, which is cutting the plants or cutting trees, cutting whatever is green, giving us good carbon, good oxygen, or fresh levels of air. When you do this, you're doing a crime to the whole universe, because imagine the amount of the, carbon footprint in the universe, the methane gases, the amount of carbon dioxide released in the atmosphere when you deforest or you do the horrible act of deforestation. So instead, one of the solutions is to do or apply the concept of reforestation or afforestation, and we will discuss the difference between both. So the problem here, talking about tackling the pollution levels and what it can do to humanity and our universe. Fine? Like giving example of how it affecting us. Fine? Number 2 is, step number 3, which is the main body paragraph, tackling the solutions or discussing the solution to the problem. Number 1 solution to this problem, I think, and best solution here is the transition to renewable energy resources. Because you know that energies nowadays, or the sources that generates energy, you know that we have a scarcity in energy. We have the resources, and the resources in life is scarcity. Scarcity means there is deficiency in it. So in order to maintain resources and energies, we have to reduce the pollution by transitioning to renewable energy resources. So one way, this is the beginning of my solution paragraph. One way, or one of the most effective way to reduce levels of pollution is by transitioning to renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, and hydroelectric power. Government should invest in renewable energy infrastructure and provide incentives for industries and individuals to adopt clean energy alternatives, like how to use solar energies, how to use solar cars like Tesla cars, hydroelectric power, thing that is renewable, not dependent on electricity anymore. So government should invest in. So notice the language should. It's better to, must. Awareness should be spread among people. Campaigns should be launched on how to spread awareness in order to lessen the amount of pollution. Listen, reduce, should. Campaigns should be launched. Notice the language. Again, this shift would significantly reduce emissions from fossil fuels, which are major contributions to air pollution. They reduce the emissions. So one of the major contributors to air pollution is the emission of gases, the car fumes, maybe the chimneys out of factories that releases gray and toxic, air or smoke. These are ideas, and I want you to, again, insert suitable connectors in order to reach proficiency. So how can we do this? One of the most effective ways to reduce blood. This is a very effective start to our solution body paragraph. However, I think, again, I want you to insert some of the, formal connectors to add to the formal language and formal tone of the essay or the article. So you need to add here, therefore, government should invest in renewable energy. Hence, the shift, or as a result, the shift would significantly reduce, because these are results or the outcomes, the good outcomes if we just paid attention or our attention increased to something. If we are about to increase the level by doing something, so the outcome will be fine. This is I'm saying it informally. But here you have to state it, so you have to insert both so linkers in a professional way, in an advanced, elevated way. So here you can, before mentioning that the government should invest, you can say, that is why, as a result, and here, hence, the shift would significantly do what? Reduce the emissions from fossil fuels, which are a major contributor. And notice how many times I mentioned this word in my videos. Contributors or contribution to, see, a highly significant word that you're supposed to use, by the way. Number 2, improve public transportation. Resulting in fumes, as I said before. So encouraging the use of public transportation system is another crucial step. And I can start with a different technique. Like, another crucial step should be, or another crucial step to lessen the amount of pollution is encouraging the use of public transportation system. Okay, so I just started with another crucial step is. Okay, and I can start that way. Furthermore, another way, so government should invest in the development and expansion of efficient and eco-friendly public transport network. This would reduce the number of private vehicles on the road, thereby decreasing air pollution caused by vehicle emissions. Vehicle emissions, of course, you know that this is very hazardous on the health, so it's preferable to use eco-friendly public transport. Additionally, here you go, another connector is written, promoting walking and cycling as alternative mode of transport can further contribute to reducing pollution level. And notice here, can further contribute. Something that is, okay, related to the future suggestions. Further, okay? Cycling, walking. Cycling and walking. 3, first, implementing strict industrial regulation and promoting waste reduction and recycling, which is one of the most fundamental steps here in the solution. I can actually mix and match between ideas here, as you know that I stated all my ideas in numbers so that you can track them, so that you can take notes. But it's up to you to mix and match between ideas. You can mix number 1 and 3 and put them in one body paragraph, or one body paragraph concerning solution number 1. Body paragraph 2, you mix and match another 2 points. So it's up to you. All you have to do today is take notes. You listen carefully to the language. You listen carefully to the amount of vocabulary to expand it. So government should enforce stricter regulation. They have a strict regulation on emissions and waste disposal. For example, they should be required to adopt cleaner production processes and invest in advanced pollution control technologies. Okay, for example, here I mean that government should regularly monitor and inspect agencies that can ensure or to ensure compliance and penalize non-compliant companies. Okay, this is one way. And by that way, it will encourage industry to adopt sustainable practices which can significantly actually reduce pollution levels. Okay. Promote waste reduction and recycling, because improper waste management is a major contributor to pollution. So that's why government should implement comprehensive waste management system that prioritize waste reduction, maybe to categorize the litter, all litters in the street should be categorized or just be managed. So waste reduction, recycling, and proper disposal. So Improper waste management, again, is a major contributor to pollution, just as the emissions. So we got many problems and the solution with that. So the best way actually to write this essay is to write one of the consequences in one line and the solution. Another bad consequence and the solution for it. That would be the best way ever. Additionally, incentivizing businesses to adopt sustainable packaging and reducing single-use plastics can help reduce pollution or lessen pollution or decrease pollution caused by waste. Incentivizing means like motivating businesses, maybe raise funds or encourage, okay? Foster afforestation and reforestation. Here you go, this point. Because I told you there is a major difference, or there is a slight difference between deforestation and afforestation, and of course both to end the problem of deforestation, of course, or to like treat deforestation problems that happened. Because, you know, in the modern or contemporary times, the government usually they deforest or they cut the trees in order to build constructions which harm the environment altogether. So deforestation is a significant contributor to pollution and climate change, of course. Yes, the global warming is one way, is one of the horrible consequences caused by this. Government should prioritize afforestation and reforestation efforts to restore and expand forest cover. So, reforestation is to re-establish, okay, establish, you know, the forests that has been, you know, destructed by cutting down the trees. As for the afforestation, is establish the state of establishing new forests actually. So one way is by creating new forests, and the other way by actually re-establish destructed forest, you know, that was demolished by what? Demolished by the act of deforestation, destructed by the act of the horrible crime of deforestation, just cutting down the trees for the sake of building another, you know, constructions. So that will help absorb carbon dioxide, of course, reduce the amount of carbon footprint. I know that this information is not mentioned here, but you should go look for carbon footprint, which means the amount of that carbon dioxide and methane gases released in the air, in the globe, in the whole universe. So it helps absorb carbon dioxide, purify the air, and provide habitats for wildlife. Encouraging individuals and communities to participate in tree planting initiatives. Initiatives means like, okay, the process through which you start doing something by yourself. Initiatives can contribute to reducing pollution and mitigating its effects, okay? So here you go. We finished this final point, which is one of the most important points. And I don't think that you understood it in an incorrect way, because I know that you're fully focused now, and I know that you're not going to do the essay like that. You're going to mix and match between all the ideas into two-body paragraphs, three, because one will only state the problem and its consequences. The second body paragraph will have a mixture or a combination between the solutions here, suggested solutions here on the board, and the body two, the other mix of the solution, the rest of the solution, or based on what you have chose, okay? So at the end, I'm going to have 5 body paragraph. Introduction, the problem, solution 1, solution 2, and the final part, which is the conclusion part. Again, conclusion is all about having a good summary. Without repeating words, without repeating phrases from above. You try to find me synonym as much as you can, and it's like wrapping up everything you've been stating so far, and in a very skillful way. So, reducing pollution is a collective responsibility that requires the collaboration of government. See, notice the language here. Collective responsibility that, okay, requires. I didn't say need. I say requires. Okay? And I don't say gain, I say acquire, attain. Notice the verbs. That the collaboration of government, collaboration, okay? It's a collective responsibility. Everybody should have such a responsibility. Everybody should have this sense of duty towards the nature and the ecosystem. So by transitioning to renewable energy, this is the summary. Improving public transportation, implementing like devices or strict regulation, promoting waste disposal, waste reduction, and recycling, and fostering afforestation. By all these techniques, by all these suggestions, by all these solutions, we can effectively combat pollution. And here means end, kill, okay, hinder, halt, stop pollution. And it's crucial to act now to ensure a cleaner, healthier, okay, environment for future generation, or for the previous word I mentioned, posterity. Let us commit to making sustainable choices and working towards a pollution-free world, or a world that is free of pollutions, to live a happier life. Thank you so much for today's video. Hope you have learned your lesson well. Hopefully you know now by the end of this video to know how to write a problem solution essays. And like this essay should contain 5 body paragraphs. The first thing I want you to do now is to go and apply another essay. Just turn off the video and try to write your problem solution essay right away regarding the levels of pollution and the suitable solutions for them. Okay, bye-bye.